In recognition of Black History Month, over the next few weeks, 2KTV will be retelling stories of athletes who left a huge imprint on the civil rights movement from our Respect Your OG series. Stay tuned for the first installment in this episode featuring Elgin Baylor.
February has arrived, and with it comes a bunch of fun events in 2K22. This weekend, the Concha Del Mar hosts Deck Party. If you want double XP, Deck 15 is the place to be. And in the city, it's Boot Camp. If your My Player is a 75 overall or under, this is the event for you. Moving on to next weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, earn double XP for all games played in the Rec. Meanwhile, the city goes haywire, as every game you play will feature new rules and rewards. That's it for me. Now get out there and hunt for glory.
Welcome to 2KTV. You know, with the trade deadline coming up, Alexis, would you ever trade your co-host?
Of course not. You know I wouldn't trade my co-host for the world, right?
I wouldn't trade you either, mainly because you have a no-trade clause.
Well, the NBA isn't as warm and fuzzy as we are here on 2KTV.
Nope. 1 minute you're hot, 1 minute you're not.
And the NBA trade deadline is coming up on February 10th, so we're focusing this week's 2KTV Interactive special around historical NBA trades. All questions are brought to you by Kia. I think we should start with your Lakers, Chris.
I'm ready for some free VC.
Which former NBA MVP did the Lakers trade for in the 2021 NBA offseason?
Was it Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, or James Harden? If you answered Russell Westbrook, you just earned some VC. But in order to get Mr. Triple-Double, the Lakers had to send some players. Which following Laker player was not included in the Russell Westbrook deal?
Was it Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Montrezl Harrell, Alex Caruso, or Kyle Kuzma? Hint, hint, this player now plays for the Chicago Bulls.
And I miss him so dearly.
February is Black History Month, and we want to acknowledge and honor those athletes that have made a difference through their actions to support equality in the league.
So we went back and selected a few of our biographical segments from the Respect Your OG series, and we'll be running them through the month. This week, here's the story of Elgin Baylor.
As an athlete, you can never stop learning about the history of the game you play. It's about knowing who came before you and knowing what they did to change the sport and change so much else too. When you talk about the guys like that in basketball, one OG who I think doesn't get enough recognition is Elgin Baylor. Elgin grew up in Washington, D.C. in the 40s and the 50s, back when the city was still segregated. But Elgin could play basketball, and boy was he a star. Ended up far away going to college in the Pacific Northwest, becoming college basketball's best player. The Minneapolis Lakers drafted him with the #1 overall pick in 1958. They were one of the worst teams in the league, but in Elgin's first season, he took them to the NBA Finals. That's how great of a player Elgin Baylor was, the original master of hang time, way ahead of his time. The Lakers owner even said that if Elgin hadn't come along, he would have gone out of business. Instead, 2 years later, he moved the team to Los Angeles, and Elgin was the original Hollywood Lakers star. In 1959, the Lakers were playing an exhibition game in Charleston, West Virginia. When they got to their hotel, Elgin and the team's other 2 black players weren't allowed to check in. Eventually, the team found a different hotel, but there was still a problem. No restaurant in the town would let them eat inside. They had to go to the supermarket and make sandwiches in their room. So when it came time for the game, Elgin said he wasn't playing. This was the first time an NBA player boycotted playing a game. "I want to be treated like a human being," he later said. I'm not an animal put in a cage and let out for a show. Elgin eventually...
Wish I could go where you'd see me. Remix. Yeah. Whoa.
On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At small forward, introducing.
And for our viewers tonight, don't blink. You might miss something.
Yeah, you got to keep your head up and be alert if you're watching this game because they're going to get it up and down so fast and so often. Execution on the fast break will probably determine what happens in the outcome in this one.
Now Golden State's starting five. Jason Tatum is out there with Doc. Then it's the bodyguard. Then it's Thompson. And it's Curry in at the point guard position.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter that I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Rozier into the lane. Henry with the rebound. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward.
Charlotte.
That's his first foul.
Hayward. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Henry. Rozier defending. And Ball comes to help. Henry passes to Slaughter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Rozier. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. To the left side wing. From deep, Washington drills the three-pointer.
It was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
It's Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Rozier. His last outing, he had 8 points. Hayward against Thompson. The kick out to Ball. Clock is at 3. Shoots over Curry. Ball, no good. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
Thompson.
A team-first player. When Thompson notices one of his guys is uncovered, he is willing to get it to him.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Pass to Hayward. Back to Rozier. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, because you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
And the Hornets with possession here. The Warriors making the shot. No good again that time. Warriors leading by 9. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Borrego and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He's concerned about Klay Thompson's defensive performance. Coach said Klay can take your best scorer out of the game. You have to make him switch off, use motion, screens, whatever it takes. So we can expect creative offensive sets from them tonight, Kevin. Have a great game.
Thanks, David. And that one falls for Tatum.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Curry against Ball. In the corner, it's Hayward. Inside, Washington. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Washington's got 5. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
They set the pick. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Well, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
He takes it in, plays it up, and banks it in. And that's now 9 points for Doc.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And there's a whistle that goes on the tee. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls,
the previous play is under
so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Stolen by Thompson. Out to the right wing. Here's Henry, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. I always think about the first-year players, Clark, when it's this early in the season. There must be a lot going on in a rookie's head right during his first few NBA games.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. In many ways, rookies are drinking out of a fire hose. I mean, from the time summer league starts and training camp, and now you get into the season, the games are coming, new places, new teams, scouting reports, all of that. It can be a bit overwhelming. And regardless of your talent level, every young player has to go through it and figure out how he can best handle the transition.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Shoots from 8, Carey. Hayward kicks to Green. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, second team foul.
So it's the Hornets now. 17-point game. Here's Washington. Tatum with the block.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Hayward.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Henry. He's covered by Ball. From about 19 feet, Henry misses. And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. Down by 15. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Now, here's Ball. He's coming off a 25-point game against New York.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the chart. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Well, you know, I think Washington's ability to play inside and outside is going to keep him around the league for a long time. I think he's actually got stardom in his future.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Now here's Graham. 17 points for him last game against New York.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Thompson with the bucket.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
The pass to Carey. Here's Ball. And Hayward, the stuff.
Give Hayward the chance now. He's athletic. He's got bounce. He's going to finish with the big flush when he gets inside.
And Ball comes to help to the paint. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for the bodyguard.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Wagner's checked in for the Hornets. Monk comes in for Ball. Here's Graham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Devontae Graham, a player whose #1 priority is scoring, but Clark, he can create, as we've seen, for others as well.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I think he's worked on that part of his game really hard. He's got great vision, sees the whole court, really good ball handling ability as well. He makes a lot of plays with low turnovers.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Now, here's Monk. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Clock at 6. Here's Graham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jason Tatum.
It goes on Jason Tatum. And Greg with Devontae Graham. You know he's going to shoot it. He has no hesitation letting it fly.
I mean, he's a solid three-point shooter who believes he can make any shot. About 2/3 of his shots all come from outside, so you know exactly what you're getting with him.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that 3-ball. Fantastic. Measuring those long-range shots up and knocking them down.
Now here's Morant. 23 points for him the last game against Chicago.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And again, unable to change momentum here. Now, here's Monk, guarded by Green. The shot's good from Monk.
Yeah, I like seeing that strong mid-range J of Monk's. I mean, when he's got room to shoot it, he lets it go quickly and with ease.
Here's Morant, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And the Warriors lead by 14. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Graham with the ball. Sabonis defending. It's blocked. Passes it to Slaughter. His three-pointer's off the mark. And for the Hornets, they're shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. Pass to Carey. Graham against Thompson. And it's Graham missing. Here's Morant. Second shot opportunity. There's Green with the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Graham. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Pass to Washington. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. 1:44 left to play here in the first. Slaughter passes to Sabonis. Thompson for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That one on Monk.
You know, coaches have dubbed Klay Thompson low maintenance in capital letters. And you have to think an elite scorer of his ability, who always is cool and composed and keeping his head, is an addition any locker room would want to have.
Charlotte making a switch. McDaniels checked in. That one good for 2. Graham's got 6.
Good luck stopping that move by Graham. Tremendous handles from the guard.
The pass to Slaughter. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And that's 15 points for Doc.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Here's Graham, and Thompson sends it back.
In terms of off guards, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player, can compete with the best of them.
And another 3 for Golden State. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
McDaniels passes to Carey. Can they get it? Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Thompson for the triple. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. Back right after this. And the step back, a shot that's become a staple for the league's top scorers. Kaysen.
I really like the step back move, being at 6'6".
One of many moves, Greg, but that probably is his signature move now.
Moves and counter moves. Hayward has a lot in his bag to keep defenders off balance.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Klay Thompson is out there with Tatum. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Henry in at the 2.
Boy, man, can Monk fly? I mean, it's fun watching this dude get up and drop the hammer.
Wasted no time on that one. Thompson's got 18 points in the game.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. But I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center, he still makes his presence felt.
Thompson for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for the Hornets. Monk kicks the ball. Here's Carey. On the wing, Monk. Sabonis against Ball. The second chance effort. Sabonis with the block.
Outstanding defensive instincts by Sabonis. Really good timing when to rise up to reject shots.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for McDaniels. Golden State's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Ball against Curry. Shoots over Ball. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Sometimes you watch Steph get a shot up. You just appreciate what you're seeing. And perhaps the best shooter of all time.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Hayward from outside. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Curry against Ball. Monk with a double team. Here's Henry. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Pass to Washington. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Thompson.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The shot by Monk is no good. The Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Henry passes to Curry. Another three for Golden State.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Henry with it. Now guarded by Monk. And here's Tatum for three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. Ball, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Tatum, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Out to Hayward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his fourth assist in this one. You know, Hayward, like a lot of NBA players, is a pretty serious gamer in his free time off the court.
And you know what, Kevin? There are some people that think video games help with your hand-eye coordination. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I do know there are worse ways to rest up and keep yourself ready for the next real game than what Hayward does.
Sabonis, and the Warriors miss again. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Ball from long range. Henry with the rebound. Henry's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And there's a whistle. That goes on the bodyguard.
That's his third personal.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
Team foul.
Monk finds Ball. Makes it off the glass. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside. Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Again, Ball missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Washington. Washington. It's good on the putback.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time. That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Monk. Here's Curry with the three. He misses the mark. He's now 6 of 8.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Carey, defended by Sabonis. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Sabonis with the steal. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Cans it from downtown. Thompson's got 24.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And Charlotte turns it over again. And here's a look at some numbers for Stephen Curry. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Takes a three. Another three for Golden State.
I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Hayward passes to Rozier. To Carey. 6 on the shot clock. Over Sabonis. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Henry. Rozier defending. Going inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Here's Hayward. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. that one on Thompson.
You know, Hayward's really an outstanding athlete. He's sneaky good athlete. He's creative at using his physical abilities to draw fouls inside.
He's checked in for the Warriors. And the NBA shifting the rules. We're seeing record-setting scoring. But, Clark, some think the officiating has shifted too far in the offense's favor. What do you think?
Well, I can certainly understand that sentiment, Kevin. It has created a circumstance where the offense does have the upper hand. That's always been the case, but it's tilted more so that way. But I think it's good for the game. Basketball is a contact game, but it's not a wrestling match. So I don't have a problem with the way the game is officiated as it is right now.
Henry passes to Slaughter, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
It's stolen by Curry, and here we go with Curry running it up the court. Here's Henry. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 17 points for the bodyguard.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Curry against Ball. Pass to Rozier. Over Henry. Now the pass to Washington. And the Hornets miss again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Henry. Another three for Golden State.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Now here's Ball. 6 points for him. Passes it to Washington. Rozier looking around. 5 on the clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Hayward can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Ball finds Rozier. Back to Ball. Can they get it? The Warriors pull it in. Doc's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Henry. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Ball, the bounce pass. It's good. Rozier's got his first points in this one.
You know, inside, Rozier certainly doesn't have the height advantage, but he's quick and crafty and can find ways to the basket.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Charlotte shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Sabonis, no good. Charlotte shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Here's Rozier. Sabonis with the block. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Ball with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Ball's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you've got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
Sabonis with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Carey passes to Hayward. And here is Washington. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Boy, how about Washington and his production, but playing with a lot of heart, too. Working hard for every hoop.
To the inside, Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Wagner comes in for P.J. Washington. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. Wagner finds Graham. It's tipped.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And he drives in. Here's Curry with the three. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
To the left wing, Graham from outside. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's get...
Thanks.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
And trades are a tough part of the business. And taking a look now at that first half. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Out on the wings for them, Rozier and Hayward. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Carey in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And they'll get another chance. Left side, Ball driving in. Nice D from Sabonis. The Warriors shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The drive-by Ball. Sabonis with the block. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Thompson misses. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Outside, Ball. On the wing, Rozier. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
You look at Sabonis, and he clearly is one of the best passing big men in the game because he sees the floor so well.
And a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability, but everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man.
They double-team Curry. Feeds it to Thompson. Can't hit that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Pass the Ball. Washington with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Washington's got 16. You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Yeah, and Kevin, he's a guy who fights for possessions, not going to overwhelm you athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles.
The Warriors have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Warriors. The drive-by Ball. Warriors with the rebound. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Thompson kicks to Tatum. They double-team Curry. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ball. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's out of bounds. Pass touch by Curry. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Charlotte. Lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. Here is Hayward. He's got 12. And here we go. Fast break. Henry's got it. Here's Slaughter. Offensive rebound. Henry passes to Curry. The three from Tatum. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists in the game. Ball kicks to Hayward. Pass the ball. Hayward outside. Henry with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Outside for Curry. And the Warriors get it back from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 33 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And there's the pass to Rozier. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Carey. To halt the run. Henry with the rebound. Henry's got 11 rebounds in the game. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Rozier. Here's Carey. Rozier with the ball. And the Hornets miss again.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Curry. Tatum's got 12 points in the game.
Tatum's got a lot of options he can go to on his finishes inside. This guy is a smooth operator close to the hoop.
Now, here's Rozier. Defense right on him. Latrey buries the long-range jumper. He's got 5.
You know, when Rozier gets a look he likes for the three-point shot, he'll knock it down on you.
Here's Henry. And another 3 for Golden State.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Washington with it. Tatum on him. And the basket by Rozier.
Hey, I saw that coming from a mile away. I tell you, Rozier wanted to rise to the challenge of their last 3 to see who owns the arc.
And they recover it. Curry finds Tatum. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the Hornets making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Morant, he's checked in for the Warriors. The screen from Thompson. Takes it inside.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Hayward against Tatum. Hayward kicks to McDaniels. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Pass to Washington. Dishes to Hayward. Over Tatum. It's rebounded by Golden State. Morant passes to Slaughter. And here's Tatum for 3. And that one is off. And the Hornets now going the other way. Rozier kicks the ball. Now, here's Washington. He's guarded closely. Oh, that's blocked.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he should
struggling this quarter.
Nice shot by Thompson. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Martin's checked in for Hayward. Malik Monk comes in for Terry Rozier. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. And Golden State also making a change. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Now here's Morant for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. Graham. And Wiseman sends it back.
And putting in work on the defensive end. Wiseman's swat providing a spark to his team. And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
And the whistle blow. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hornets making a change here. Wagner's checked in.
For your Hornets.
They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Out of bounds.
Now we get a chance to view the NBA's best setup men. We'll look at the bodyguard, an uncommonly